Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another part of Nancy Drew's Shadow at the Water's Edge. I'm not gonna talk like that for the whole video, don't worry. So by this point, it's been almost a month since I last played. I only kind of vaguely remember what I was doing. I was checking the time, that's right.
Hi!
Do you want to manage the Ryukon?
Right now I have to, but it's not that simple.
Why not?
It just isn't.
There I go, making Miwako mad again.
Hi!
From what I understand, the Ryukon has quite the reputation for being haunted.
It is true that we have the reputation.
Has that been difficult for business?
It is nothing you need to concern yourself over.
Can you think of anyone who would stand to gain if the Ryukon went out of business?
No one I know. We all depend upon the ryokan, even Yumi and Rentaro.
What about someone else, on the outside?
No, there's no one else.
How does your grandmother feel about the Ryukon?
It's her whole world. She loves it more than anything or anyone she's ever met.
What does she think of Yumi not working here?
It's a very sore subject for her. And honestly, I've heard too much about it already.
What do you mean?
Every day I'm here, making sure all is well. It would just be nice to hear her at least mention all of the work I do. Just once. I'm sorry this is nothing you want to hear about.
You seem to, say that a lot.
Do you think Yumi's ever going to come back here to run the Ryukon?
If she knows what's good for her.
Jeez, what's that supposed to mean?
Why doesn't Yumi work here at the Ryukon?
She's very... My mother used to call her a free spirit. But that's a nice way of saying that Yumi's selfish and doesn't want to help.
Do you and Yumi get along?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like saying they're not very close is kind of goes without saying. I'd rather know how long they've been fighting for.
How long have you been fighting?
I'm not sure, but she probably picked a fight with me the day I was born.
Did you and Yumi ever get along?
Of course, but really. She was a very good big sister to have after what happened with our mother. But soon enough, she was back to being the selfish, manipulated brat she is today.
I mean, I'll be honest, she does seem kind of bratty to me, so I don't want to say that she doesn't seem bratty, because I feel like that's just lying. And honestly, she is demanding, so I'll go with that.
She does seem a little demanding.
Not demanding, manipulative and bratty. Trust me, I've thought this one through.
I noticed, she was talking this really nice little detail here with, like, the botched homemade chopped bangs. I think that's a nice little touch there. I like that. Good job, developers.
I'll let you go.
Okay, see ya.
Still have to do that.
So I do remember
Haven't done
I was
that.
trying to contact Savannah Woodham and her assistant kept hanging up on me. Can I... Oh yeah, I did go into the baths already. I forgot about that. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to remember what I've already done.
Nancy, Operation Distract Logan is a go. Call Savannah. Gotta go.
Oh, that was, weirdly good timing. Alright, Savannah...
Hello.
Hi, is this Savannah Woodham?
Let me guess. You're that Nancy girl who's been driving my assistant to distraction and back this last week?
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
I would. Now tell me what's so important that y'all ruined my perfectly good assistant. Since y'all been calling round, talking to him's been like talking to a rock. A rock that I pay too much money.
I'm staying at the Ryukon Hiei. Something really strange is going on here.
Don't tell me a lie now. This a joke?
No, I promise. It's the truth. I saw your book. I thought maybe you could help.
Honey, whoever you are, My best advice to you is to pack your bags and head back to wherever it is y'all come from.
I'm not leaving until I figure out what's really going on here.
There gonna be anything I can say that'll change your mind now?
No, I'm going to get to the bottom of this with or without you. But I could really use your help.
I've been a lot of places that say they haunted, but none fit the ticket like that spooky old Rio Can Hiei. I never got to finish up the chapter on the Rio Can like I was supposed to. Between us girls, I'm glad of that. You get much out of the family?
Nothing too useful.
Uh-huh. Tell you what. You end up following through with that bad idea of yours to stay at the Rio Can, and I'll see what help I can provide. But Nancy?
What's that?
Y'all be careful there now. You understand me?
I will.
I really like the voice actress who does Savannah's voice. I think she just has a very pleasing voice to listen to. She has really good inflection.
I think I ran across a trick mirror here.
Did it break?
Yeah, how did you know?
That's how you know it's a trick. Y'all know what the main difference between truth and illusion is in my line of work?
What's that?
Time. An illusion can only last so long before it gives up its secrets. Now, I don't know exactly how that mill was fixed, but the fact that it broke means that whoever rigged it knew that if you examined it enough, you'd figure it out.
So it was broken, so I couldn't figure out how it was faked.
Dun,
Exactly.
dun, dun.
That is, if it was a trick. Nancy, I can tell you how things might be faked, but I can't tell you if they were faked. You're the ones got to stand there and know how the room feels when these things happen.
Oh, this is so much talking.
What's the story with your assistant, Logan?
He's like my own little Georgia bulldog. He can be a little aggressive sometimes, a little dopey at others, but always loyal. He's one of the good ones when you get right down to it.
How long has he been working for you?
Not long now. He started right after I switched my focus to tech reporting.
Why did you change careers?
It's a long story, but chasing's not the safest career there is. Ain't nothing shocking in that.
I saw a really creepy, shadowy figure on my balcony. Do you think that could be faked?
Course. Ain't nothing hard in that.
Yeah?
It's as easy as shadow puppets. All you need to be able to do is practice. In my experience, people like scaring people with shadows a lot more than ghosts do. Way I see it, if it's something a person could plausibly do, then there's a person behind it. If it's something a person can't do that's scaring you, well, y'all don't need me to finish that sentence.
Can you tell me about the certificate you gave the Shimizu family?
Oh, yeah, that. Now, before you go thinking I'm some sort of charlatan, I don't normally do things like that. In fact, I had those made up to give to kids who were feeling too scared to go to sleep at night.
Why did you leave one here?
I felt like I should leave them something. I don't usually leave a place without knowing what's really going on there. Honestly, I felt so bad about the whole situation.
Can you help me translate an article I found? No one else is willing to.
Sure. Leave it at the counter, and I'll have Logan swing by to pick it up.
Nice.
Do you know where I can get a copy of your book?
I'm guessing you're looking for the ghost hunting book I wrote, but I can't help you there. I'm out of copies myself. To be honest, Nancy, I don't mind helping you. But this whole ghost thing is a phase I'd sooner put behind me.
Why's that?
Now, don't y'all worry about that now. Just a choice I made.
There must be some reason. I understand you were pretty well known.
Put it this way, Nancy. There are some jobs where being well known makes for a dangerous life. Sometimes it's smart to move on.
I'll let you go.
Bye-bye, Nancy.
I do find Savannah to be a very interesting character. It is really nice to see that she does come back in one of the later games, Ghost of Thornton Hall. I do think she should be in more in the future. I hope that they bring her back again.
Hello, Nancy-san.
Why do Yumi and Miwako fight so much?
You're an only child, aren't you?
Well, yes, but...
Siblings fight. Let me give you some advice. If you ever have children, Nancy-san, and they're not fighting, it generally means they are hiding something that they have just broken.
I mean, it's not wrong.
I need to know, do you believe the ryokan is haunted?
Yes, Nancy-san. This isn't a trick someone is doing. Kasumi, she is still here. I can feel it. She's trapped and she's scared. And she's angry.
Do you really believe that?
When I was a girl, the most beautiful sparrow from the garden flew into my room. I had been trying to lure it in with seeds I'd stolen from the gardens for weeks. At first, I was so excited to have her in my room. But not for long. She couldn't find her way back out. She became very scared, threw herself into the walls in a panic. I was so worried she would die. She was so small and so frightened. I opened the windows wide and snuck out of the room to let her calm down. An hour passed, then 2, 3. I'd opened the door, and still she'd be there, crashing into the glass, trying so desperately to get free.
Did she get out?
Kasumi is still here. I must help her. I'm sorry, I'm very busy.
So I do find this to be a bit of an interesting part of the story arc that Takai... I mean, you have to remember that Kasumi is Takai's daughter, or was Takai's daughter. And so the fact that she thinks that Kasumi is still at the inn, and she almost seems to treat it with guilt that she's still there, I think is very interesting.
Hey,
So you grew up next door?
my dad and I moved in when I was about 7.
Why do you spend all of your time here when you live just next door?
Never got my room decorated right. Plus, this place has always been more fun. And Miwako's here. And I've got my workshop.
Have you ever seen one of those 5-board Sudoku puzzles before?
Ha! I like your style, Nancy. That is the Mega Techno Prisoner Sudoku to end all Sudoku puzzles. Only a select few have solved it. But from what I've seen, I think you've got what it takes.
I'm not so sure. Maybe you could help me out.
No way. There's no better feeling than figuring out a really tough problem. I can't take that away from you. You'll figure it out.
They're actually not that difficult.
What do you think of Yumi?
She's pretty much the older sister you want to have. She's cool, she's adventurous, she's a pain, but no matter what, she's got your back. Although, man, can she be bossy. I'm sure she's already put you to work.
Yeah, a little.
That bossy thing is just her special way of saying, I am your boss, now do what I say.
I do like
I'll talk
Rentaro.
to you
I think
later.
he's a funny
Catch you
character.
around.
Okay, so 9:30.
Logan here.
Yes?
All right. Savannah wants me to translate that article for you. I don't know what it is you said to her, but whatever you did to get her to talk about that paranormal garbage, you need to knock it off.
I can't promise that.
You really don't get it, do you? This ghost stuff isn't a joke, especially not to her. Since I'm the one stuck picking up the pieces after she gets too wrapped up in one of her cases, I'm telling you, leave it alone for her sake. And yours.
What happened to Savannah? Why doesn't she work with paranormal cases anymore?
It's not something she likes to talk about.
I gathered that, but can you tell me?
When we're traveling, I spend weeks with her just touring on buses, long plane flights, we talk a lot. I know everything about her childhood. Her best friend's dog's name from when she was 5, her favorite ice cream flavors. She's very chatty.
Then what has she told you about?
Nothing, not a single word. I've asked, and when I do, she just goes quiet and excuses herself. She's never told me to stop bugging her about it, but I can tell that she wants to. That's why I don't want you bothering her about it either. Whatever happened when she was writing the second ghost book, it really got to her.
Second ghost book?
Wasn't supposed to mention that. It's a secret, and it's not done, so don't think you're going to get your hands on it. I don't even know if she still has the manuscript. She had me tell her publisher she burned it, but I don't know if that's the truth.
I really need a copy of Savannah's book. Can you help me?
Sure. Bookstores are a great start. Or the internet is helpful, but I'm really more of a brick-and-mortar person, honestly. I suppose you could also go the books on tape route. TV's Ralston Palpers does an excellent job with the text. Really makes it come alive.
No, I meant, could you send me a copy?
Oh, nope, but thank you for asking.
How long have you been working for Savannah?
Started a few years back as a fill-in gig during spring break. Eventually she needed a long-term assistant, and the job was just too weird to turn down.
I'll stop bugging you now.
See you later.
Good grief. I feel like I keep getting interrupted by phone calls and messages. Let's get that envelope. Okay.
4 is supposed to be an unlucky number here. I wonder if that's a coincidence.
No, Nancy, come on. You're smarter than this. You know that's not a coincidence. Stop being an idiot. I have very little time for stupidity. No, don't read that again. Okay, let's give this...
Oh, no. Sounds like another unhappy customer. I should listen to what's going on.
When we first walked in the door, my wife told me she had a bad feeling about this place. But no, I told her she was being unreasonable. But whatever it is that's going on down here, we are not putting up with it anymore. That thing you left in our room. No one should ever see something like that. I want my money back.
There was nothing there.
And I want to see this place closed down. You'd never get away with something like this in Sydney.
Sir, please, we are not haunted.
Oh, please yourself.
Oh. Poor Miwako. Hey, I know you're really upset, but can you run this errand for me?
That was the last customer, wasn't it?
Yes, Nancy. It's just you. So, make yourself comfortable. We are all here for you until something happens to scare you off too.
I don't scare easily.
I've heard that before. Look, I'm sorry I shouldn't be upsetting you with all of this. Please, you're my only guest left. Let me at least make sure you have a good trip.
Still want to help?
Maybe you recommend us to your friends.
I still want to help.
Help? You want to help? Look around you. This place is beyond help. It was spooky and lonely before everything that happened, and now... Why do you think Yumi got out of this place as soon as she could? People come because they've heard it's haunted. They come here to be scared, and even they can't take it. I'm sorry, Nancy. There's nothing you can do here. Help yourself and find somewhere safer to stay.
No, I want to stay here.
I'm sorry, I'm very busy.
But, my letter.
I'm sorry, I'm very busy.
Ugh. Alright. Let's go find something else to do. Maybe Takaya has more stuff to talk about.
Hello, Nancy-san.
Why
There we
doesn't
go.
Yumi want to work here?
She will. She is just like her mother at that age. She listens to no one, not even herself.
Why can't Miwako just take over the ryokan?
You do not understand. That is not how it works.
But she's here now.
It is not what Kasumi wants.
What do you mean, wants?
Nancy-san, I'm sorry, but I am very tired. I should rest.
Cop out.
Hello, Nancy-san.
Do you remember when Savannah Woodham visited?
I don't recognize the name.
She's the one who wrote about the ryokan.
I said I do not know who she is.
Ruh-roh.
Have you been to Yumi's bento stand?
No.
Would she love it though? Would she? I don't think so.
Why not?
I taught her how to cook for many years. I should not have to sit on the train to try her bento.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Please visit again, Nancy-san.
Okay, maybe now she will take our letter.
Hi.
Yay!
Can I leave this here to be picked up?
Yes.
Thanks. I'll let you get back to work.
Okay, see ya.
I didn't ask it yet because I want to save first.
Hello.
Why does Takai think your mother's ghost...
Stop. I don't indulge her, and don't you do it either.
So you don't believe it?
That's my mother you're talking about, Nancy. You forget that.
Yeah,
I'll stop bugging you now.
See you later.
I definitely agree with that sentiment. Let me make sure this is recording. Oops. Okay, good. Alright. It's probably too late for me to go out.
Still have to do that.
Well, technically I found a way, just
Haven't done that.
hasn't been translated yet.
Still have to do that.
Oh, I should solve that puzzle.
Haven't done that.
Alright. Let's maybe... Okay, so it's not too late. Oh, shoot. What was the one? I think it's Matsu. Where the expo center is. Yay!
Hi.
I got that picture you sent. How did you do all of the designs?
I did it at the Purikura booth. They're everywhere around here. They're these picture booths, and you get to choose decorations, and you can write out your own messages.
That sounds pretty cool.
It is. Everyone uses them. Keep an eye out, and I'll send you some more.
Okay.
I should go. I'll talk to you later.
See you later.
Can I call Bess and George from here? Actually?
Can't use my phone here.
Whatever. There we go. Like my battery's about to die. Let me put my charger in. Hi! Okay.
Yumi sent me a great picture of you two.
Oh, isn't that cool? I love the Purikura booth here. I'll show you where a really great one is if you get done with your mystery before we have to head back home.
I'm working on it. I promise I'll see you guys soon. I'm not getting very far with Miwako.
What do you mean?
She never seems to answer my questions directly.
That's never a good sign. I'd keep an eye on her. She could just be quiet, or she could be hiding something.
I had another strange run-in with a ghost here.
What happened this time?
I was in the hallway, and one by one the doors started to slam, and I heard the sound of water dripping.
Creepy. Just thinking about that, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. Not sure how you do it.
It is a little creepy, I'll admit that. I just need to figure out how someone could do it.
Good call. It could be pretty easily automated, I think.
I don't really need a hint, but I'm just curious what they offer.
I could really use a hint.
Oh, no, I don't need help with that.
Oh, never mind.
Anything else?
I'll talk to you later.
Bye!
Alright. So let's maybe go back to the inn. Now I'm trying to remember. Oops, it's not what I wanted. Go that way. Over here.
It looks like something is missing here.
Okay, I can't remember where I find that missing piece. Did I ever read the comic book? I don't think I did, actually. I'll just keep it on here for a few seconds so you guys can read it if you want to. I'm not gonna
Recording the site of a
read through
haunting
it.
might actually be a really good idea. I should look into that.
If I'm going through it too fast, just pause the video and read it. Okay. La-di-da.
Haven't done that.
So,
Can't check that off yet.
gosh, what do I still have to explore in here? I guess I need to solve that thing. I didn't personally like that you had to buy a random comic book just to learn about EVP. I felt like that was really contrived. But it is important to the game that you know about it.
Hi!
Miwako seems a little frustrated lately.
Why wouldn't she be? The way guests have been filing out. But maybe she'll finally come to her senses and move to the city with me.
I saw some more guests just leave.
That's
They
suspicious.
seemed pretty spooked.
Yeah, those poor people.
What happened?
Who knows? They were too upset to make any sense. But I took care of their room after they left. I admit, it was a little spooky. Everything was torn up, like someone had taken the whole ryokan and given it a shake. And the shoji had turned this dark ash color. Something weird happened in there.
I really like how expressive Rantaro's eyes are. It's fun to just watch him talk.
Thanks for repairing my screen. That was pretty embarrassing.
Oh, no problem. Easy fix. Just took a little steam to loosen the paper, a little new glue. No one will ever be able to tell. Just don't do it again. Or at least wait until the paper cuts heal. Ugh. I think thinking about paper cuts is way worse than getting them. Why did I bring it up?
When did the ryokan get a reputation for being haunted?
A few summers back. We were fully packed that night. It was festival time. There was this terrible scream coming from the baths. Next thing I know, the paramedics were there. This woman had seen something. She went into shock.
What had she seen?
She never said. A lot of people asked, trust me. But whatever she saw, or thought she saw, everyone else wanted to see it too. People started coming and pretending they could sense spirits or whatever. But a few of them...
What?
Nothing. Never mind. It's nothing.
How are things going between you and Miwako right now?
You know how in the romantic movies the couple is only really happy together for like a minute at the very end?
I guess so.
That's sort of how our relationship is. Except the movie restarts every week. Honestly, it gets a little tiring sometimes.
I love that analogy so much. I feel like it's very relatable.
I should go. I'll talk to you later.
Catch you around!
But in all honesty, if you're that unhappy with your partner, you probably shouldn't be with them. Okay, last evening officers responded to an emergency call from 15-year-old Shimizu Yumi after she found her mother, Shimizu Kasumi, 42, who runs the Ryokan Hiei, lying unconscious in the indoor Ryokan bath. After arriving, emergency crews were unable to revive the apparent drowning victim. Police are currently treating the case as a crime, but have yet to press charges. If this is an accident... That's it. The article ends there, Logan. Interesting. So we know how she died now. So it looks like she
Did that?
drowned in the baths here, which when you consider Rentaro's story of the woman who claims that she saw something in the baths that shocked her, sounds like it was probably Kasumi's ghost that she saw.
Hello.
I should go. I'll talk to you later.
See you later.
I'm gonna save first.
Hello.
I know what happened to your mother.
I told you to...
It was an accident. I think you, all of you, blame yourselves.
It wasn't an accident. But since you won't let it drop, you want to know why we all blame ourselves,
go.
Nancy?
Why?
Because we were all here. We were all here that night, and not one of us helped her. We all just let her die alone.
But you didn't know.
Leave me alone, Nancy.
Yeah, I mean, just because you were there, it doesn't mean that you know she was drowning in the bass. I mean, you guys have seen us go in there. It's kind of remote, out of the way, like in the heart of the ryokan. And if you're not in that area, you're not going to know anything.
I'm sorry, I'm very busy.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like there's something she's not telling us. So I still need to find a complete copy of the book. I still need to solve the Sudoku puzzle. Find the missing piece thing. Okay, so I know that I need to solve the Sudoku puzzle in order to get the commands for Suki. So I guess I should do that next. Let's see. But I'm not gonna make you guys sit through this, so... Alright, did it! I think this will go down as the quickest solving of Sudoku ever. I definitely did not cheat, so don't even ask. Or I didn't know why you were even going to ask or thinking of asking that, but just don't do it. I definitely did this 100% on my own. You can trust me, I'm Pammy. Alright, so let's go put this in an envelope. Oh.
Someone's been in here.
Her
It looks
gasp
like whoever left
scared
those
me more
footprints
than the actual
walked right
footprints.
through the wall.
Okay, well, you can't get in there. Literally, that gas scared me more. Oh, George! Miwako, take my
Hello.
letter.
It seems like you and Rentaro were pretty close.
Yes, we grew up together. I have a few memories before Lentaro, but not many.
How long have you two been dating?
I don't even know. A long time.
You sound a little frustrated.
Jeez, Nancy.
Sometimes it's hard not to be with Lentaro.
What do you mean?
Never mind, I shouldn't be bothering you with this.
It's not a bother.
It's just that when he gets it in his mind that he wants something, there's just no stopping him. He's been pressuring me to leave here.
Why is that?
He keeps saying it'll be good for me, but really, he's just being selfish. I think. I really don't know. He can be so sweet sometimes, and other times it's like there's only him in the world.
Can I leave this here for my friend to pick up?
Yes.
Thanks. I'll let you get back to work.
Bye.
Coolio.
That's done. That's done.
Okay.
Still have to do that.
Alright, so I think if we go to bed, let's see, Takai's not gonna be in her room anymore because she leaves at 10:30. Let me just check with Rentaro.
Hey,
So how long have you and Miwako been dating?
officially, 4 years and 7 months.
It's a long time.
Non-officially, longer. And before that, a long time of me waiting for her to stop being so stubborn and agree to go out on a date with me.
What does Takai think of your relationship with Miwako?
At this point, I think she considers me part of the family. Or at least she lectures me like I'm one of the family. I'm choosing to interpret that in a positive light.
Miwako seems a little annoyed that you want her to leave the ryokan.
Ha! Tell me about it.
Are you going to keep it up?
Yeah, it's not just a selfish thing. It's for her own good, too.
I should go. I'll talk to you later.
Catch you around.
So as I'm sure you've noticed by this point, the Nancy Drew games have a lot of dialogue in them, a lot of conversation branches. So it's important to make sure that you're checking around with characters a lot to make sure that you've
wasn't read
exhausted
before.
all the options. For what Nancy said, remember the Japanese superstitions that red was an unlucky color or something like that. So it's supposed to be bad that her name's in red and somebody took the 2 off the door, so it just says 4. So somebody's trying to freak her out, I guess. Even though she's not Japanese, so why would she believe in the stereotypes anyway when she's not Japanese? Little plot hole there. But anyway, rather than trying to fry our brains over that, let's go to bed here. Not really any point in tonight trying to get to the desk when Miwako's not there because we can't do anything really, so...
It's really late. I should get to bed.
We'll just go to tomorrow. Alright.
Hi.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
See you later.
Takai probably has a new lesson for us. I think she has one every day for a few days.
Nanasi-san, today we learn Chado, the tea ceremony.
Tea ceremony?
It is much more than making tea. It is the perfect exercise of balance and courteous friendship. Many spend their lives perfecting the ceremony, but today I will simply be teaching you the basics.
I don't want to be rude, but I don't want to do this either. I guess I'll just go with not being rude.
Sounds great.
The tea ceremony is foremost a gift. You are preparing a very special visit for friends and preparing to make certain every detail is perfect. Now there is a lot to learn. Be ready. I'll be asking you questions once I've finished.
Oh,
Let
great.
us
It's one of
begin.
those tests.
This is called the furo. Here we have the chasen or tea whisk. Here is the chakin, the tea cloth. This is called the kensui. This bamboo ladle is called a hishaku. You place the teapot cover on the futaoki. This is the chawan or tea bowl. The tea scoop is called the chasaku. This is the tea container. It is called the natsume. Each object has its proper place in the ceremony. You must place each item where it belongs.
Well, I'm not placing the item where it belongs. I'm just labeling them. I don't want to waste time, which is why I just have the answers in front of me. I don't like to waste my time. I don't like to waste my viewers' time. If I can avoid it. Ah, come on.
Well
As I
done,
waste time by not clicking
Nancy-san.
it.
Wonderful, Nancy-san. Absolutely wonderful. I would be honored to be invited to take tea with you.
Thanks, I
Thanks.
totally didn't cheat. Uh-oh. Yeah, that one didn't scare me.
What was that just a minute ago?
What do you mean?
I saw something.
It was the wind, the power lines, and shadows. This is nothing to worry about.
She says after she already audibly gasped at what they saw.
Did you rewrite my name in red ink?
What do you mean?
The name scroll in my room. It's red now.
It's nothing to worry about. I'll have it removed.
I'm gonna call you out.
Isn't it a bad omen to have your name written in red?
No. Just don't worry about it. It is nothing. Can I help you with anything else?
Can you tell me a little about Kasumi?
She would have been quite fond of you.
Why's that?
She always loved people who think for themselves, and she loved stubbornness.
Hey!
That is not always a bad quality, Nancy-san. Kasumi herself is very stubborn, was very stubborn. But it made her the most beloved of the children in her school when she was young. She could never stand to see injustice done to others. It made me very proud of her, but that also has its bad side.
How so?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't bore you. You must not worry about these things, Nancy-san.
I'm not going to ask about this one yet.
What do you think about Rentaro and Miwako dating?
Those two are so different. When they were children, you couldn't keep them in the same room. Always so much fighting. That has not changed. Except now, they say they're in love.
I saw watery footprints in my room. It was very strange.
You must be mistaken.
No, I'm positive.
No, it is not wise to joke about these things.
I'm not.
I do not want to talk about it.
Well, it happened in my room, and you own this inn, so...
What happened the night Kasumi died?
It is not always good to be so curious, Nancy-san.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Goodbye.
Sayonara.
Hey,
I'll stop bugging you now.
bye.
Let's check in with Miwako. Just make sure we've hit all our bases. All right.
I'll let you go.
See you later.
Cool. Let's head out here. Do a quick save. Let's see. Not quite an hour yet into the recording. Let's do a little bit more. I like to make these Nancy Drew videos a little bit longer just because it does take so long to get through the games. Like, even if you know what you're doing, it still takes a while just because there's so many conversations that happen. Let's try calling Bess and George and see if they got the puzzle.
Hi, Nancy, what's up?
There were watery footprints in my room that led straight into a wall.
Why are you still there? You've lost your mind. You know how in the scary movies you always want to yell, "Don't go in that door," but they never can hear you?
Yeah?
Well, you can hear me, so don't go in that door. Call this mystery a wash and come stay at our hotel, which has a nice ghost-free view and a ghost-free pool and tiny, overpriced ghost-free packets of peanuts.
That's a nice offer, but I think I'm getting close to figuring out what's going on here.
Since you won't listen to reason, you're going to have to listen to George on this one.
Thanks a lot, Bess. Unfortunately, I don't have a clue about what to do with this one. But Nancy, whatever's going on out there, be careful.
I will, promise.
That's all people ever tell her in the end. It's like, really? Do you think she's not going to be careful? Don't answer that.
Were you able to find the word to calm Suki?
Yeah, it's mate.
Mate. Got it. Thanks.
Need anything else?
Takai is really difficult to talk to sometimes. I think she might be hiding something.
From what Yumi says, Takai may be a lot less sweet than she seems.
How so?
Yumi didn't really say, but I get the sense that she thinks Takai might be behind the haunting. She told me that Takai never believed in the supernatural until recently, which seems a little suspicious to me.
Did you learn any more Suki commands?
Oh yeah, get a piece of paper, I've got a bunch. Tate, that means stand. Omwari, not sure what that one is. And we've got Buruwa, that means something. Oh, and Shizukani. I think that's it.
Right, and Totekoi. And there was one more. What was it? Oh yeah, Oyatsu.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Talk to you later.
Good grief, that's a lot. I don't want to go through that conversation again, so let's save. Let's try calling Savannah.
Logan speaking. Is this Nancy?
Yes?
Great, I'm so glad you called.
Why? So you can hang up on me again?
Oh, that. Don't take that personally. I'm an assistant. My job mostly consists of hanging up on people. That and remembering birthdays. I met your friend Bess, and this is probably awkward, but I know we haven't gotten off to the best start. But I'm really not a bad guy, and she's really cute. And maybe you could help a dude out?
All right. What?
Well, she said she's going to be hanging around the expo, and maybe you could, tell me about what she likes, or maybe give me some idea of what I might say to fill the awkward pauses. You may have noticed, but for the last while I've been with Savannah, most of my conversations have been about 10 seconds long, and they usually end up with me hanging up on someone, and I don't think that's going to cut it.
Oh, I see.
Do you think you could help?
Well, I was talking to her, and she really wants a copy of Savannah's book.
Oh, I see what you did there. Okay. As a gesture of goodwill, I'll do it. And Nancy, I'm sorry I hung up on you.
That's okay.
And Nancy, I might have to do it again. But should that happen, it's just business.
Bye, Logan.
Okay, so looks like we are
Still have to do that.
on our way to getting a copy of the book, which we really need
Can't check
to
that off yet.
progress in the game.
Can't check that off yet.
Technically, we don't have it yet.
That's done.
Let's see if Yumi has anything to talk about. She's very hit or miss with her conversations. She either has a ton to talk about or nothing.
Hi.
Let's go
Have
with this.
Miwako and Rentaro been dating long?
It's hard to backdate that sort of thing, so let's just say they've been dating somewhere between 2 and 1,000 years.
Is it just me, or do things seem a little strained between Miwako and Rentaro?
Do they? Come on, make with the details.
I don't really know. It's just an impression.
Ugh, boring. Nancy, if we're going to be gossip buddies, you're going to have to work on your follow-through.
Miwako seems a little annoyed with Rentaro.
Well, that's not surprising. Rentaro is super annoying. Super annoying. It's part of this reverse psychology bizarre charm he's got. When he's in one of his hyper Rentaro moods, it's like hanging out with a puppy. Except Rentaro is housebroken, and he doesn't go all crazy when there's a cat outside. Well, most times he doesn't.
Do you believe that the Ryukon is haunted?
I do. It's not just haunted. There's something else strange going on there.
What do you mean?
Look, I don't want to freak you out, but between you and me, the haunting is nothing compared to some of the other strange stuff going on over there. Last time I visited, it was late at night, and I was out in the garden and something was off. I could just feel it. All of a sudden, there was this loud shriek and this flash of light.
And then?
And then, Nancy Drew, I saw aliens. Dozens of them. They had come to visit all of their ghost friends.
Okay, I get it. You don't believe in haunting.
I really don't. Sorry.
But you have to admit that things have been pretty strange since your mother...
I told you I didn't want to talk about that.
That is one thing that I really don't like about Nancy in this game is she's just so insensitive when it comes to Kasumi's death. You know, not just in terms of being a decent human being, but you have to remember that, Nancy lost her mother when she was quite young. So if anybody should understand what Yumi and Miwako are going through, it's Nancy. And I feel like if anybody were questioning Nancy about her mother the way that she questions them about their mother, that she would not take it well either. And she just seems to be having a real disconnect with them. And that's something I do not like about this game.
What's going on?
Do you see Rentaro much?
Oh yeah, he loves the city. He's here every chance he can get.
Do you know why he's so eager to move to the city?
Oh, he's been that way forever. When we were kids, he and I used to jump on the train the second my mom turned her back. We weren't supposed to go into the city unsupervised, so Miss I'd rather break a bone than Aurora Miwako never came. Although, maybe she was right about that. We got in so much trouble every time.
Do you know what Rentaro wants to do once he moves to Kyoto?
Tech something? I sort of don't listen to him when he's being boring about things.
Okay, let's mention the article.
I saw the article about what happened to your mother.
I'm busy. Maybe you should go.
It said that you were the first one to find her. That must have been very hard.
I said I'm busy. That means leave me alone. Now. I'm busy right now.
I get why Yumi's upset, but she just has like this immaturity about her that really grinds my gears. So yeah, let's call Logan really quickly and I'll wrap this up soon. Just trying to check off more of these tasks on my list.
Savannah Woodham's office.
Were you able to find a copy of the book?
I did. But before I send it, I need to ask you another favor. I want to get Bess a present. She said she was looking for the perfect outfit. I think that'd be a great gift, but I have no clue what to do in a clothing store. I sort of just freeze at the sight of hangers. I think it's genetic.
I'll see what I can do. I know of a program that might be just the thing.
Great, thanks.
I'll let you go.
See you later.
Alright, guess it's time to go to Yumi's. And I think what I'll do here is just come inside, get this open, so the next time I play, hopefully I will remember what I was doing. Okay, so this has been another part of Nancy Drew Shadow at the Water's Edge. I'm sorry if I sounded a little lackluster this time. It's been a very long, tough week at work, so I'm just very tired. But I did want to play some more and try to get this next part out to you soon. So I hope you did enjoy it and that you are enjoying the game in general as well, and that you'll stick around to see the end. It's a pretty good game. Lots of good stuff coming up. As always, if you have any suggestions for me for what you'd like for me to play, let me know in the comments. Make sure to join the server if you haven't, and to subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time. Bye!